Yo, what's up, Akhilesh? How you doing, brother? I'm just doing a little bit of a latency test to make sure that things are running smoothly this time around. You got your first performance in your new school, dude. That's awesome. They won't let you use backing tracks. That's cool, dude. Just pretend, just get some AI track and pretend it's a full band. Pretend it's a live band, just like the Daddario guys. Thinking of doing first 3 minutes of For the Love of God. Oh, dude. Tune. Difficult, though. What are you going to do, though, if you can't use backing tracks? Okay, I'm going to check that this is... that the rhythm is... sorry, that the latency is tolerable. Alright, I'm just going to put on a little bit of a some sort of backing track. Let's check it out. Okay, backing tracks coming through. I'm just going to play quarter notes. Backing tracks coming through. 1, 2. Okay, should be enough. Let's see. That doesn't sound good at all. Through. It's because I'm just playing nonsense. Give them isolated performance. How does that work? At least would have let me use a bass track. That's weird. Is there nobody in your school that you can sort of hire to help you get that done? Okay, I'm doing it again because that didn't sound good. Just wasn't happy with the sound. Let's try again. Alright, just going to test that again. It's probably going to be a quiet one today. Alright, just going to test that again. It's probably going to be a... No latency. There's too much latency. Therefore, this should be better. Do you like Jimi Hendrix? McKill. McKill. Like. Still too much latency. Alright, let's try 60 milliseconds. Because Little Wing would make for a great solo performance, at least the intro. It's not so much that he's got isolated performances, but he's got Little Wing that starts with just a guitar track, just a guitar part, and it's really awesome. So if you can't use backing tracks, then maybe find a track that has it's just solo guitar. I know you'd have to learn it to learn a brand new thing, but hey, it's never a bad thing to do. Okay, one more time. A bad thing to do. Okay, a bad thing to do. Why would they not? Van Halen sounds awesome, dude. And it's Van Halen sounds awesome. It's pretty flashy. Hang on, my YouTube shouldn't be playing at the same time. There we go. Okay, I think this is the first time I'm actually happy with the latency. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do something super nerdy and super boring today, but it's got to be done because I haven't done it as much as I wish I had, which is all of that enclosure practice stuff. So I'm gonna play with the backing track, and I'll just build it up gradually. So first time around, I'll just play the root notes. Okay, I'm just doing one approach note for the time being, and then I'll see if I can come back. The tunes along came Betty. I like it because it's got a lot of 251s going in unexpected directions. What's up, Clover? How you doing, bro? Why does it translate yo to oh no in the chat in my YouTube chat? That's weird. How are you doing, brother? Nice to see you. I'm practicing my super nerdy Yoko Ono. Yeah, I thought about that one. Practicing the enclosures. What are enclosures? Essentially, you're choosing a note that belongs to this, for instance, B flat minor 7. Could be the root, the third, the fifth, the seventh, or any other notes, but these are the ones that work best, really. And then I'm going to essentially imprison it between 3 notes, 2 before and 1 at. It will make sense. Okay, so if I'm in B flat minor, I'm going to anticipate that note with 2 notes above, in this case C, B, and then 1 note below. And my target note would be the B flat, so that would make something like this. There we go. What's up, Nate? Another spectacular Friday. Phil, Fridays are the best of Fridays. Speaking of Fridays, didn't we used to do something called Fougere Friday? Oh yeah, that's back when copyright strikes weren't really on my radar. I've been thinking of doing a full-on transcription of one of her tracks. Well, not her tracks, but one of her MJ covers, and putting it in tabs and sending it to my loyal subscribers. Any guitar tracks which sound phenomenal when isolated? You've got to think outside the box, Akhilesh. You mean like completely isolated, as in it would be a solo guitar performance, right? Akhilesh is talking about his school talent show. He wanted to do something with a backing track, but they won't let him use backing tracks. Therefore, he has to come up with something that he can learn that's pretty cool, pretty flashy, will get him all the girls, but also something that's doable without a backing track. Fire away, chat. We did think about Eddie Van Halen. Everybody uses EVH. That's literally the first time that I've seen that abbreviation. Van Halen isn't that long to type. So it's a bit of a nerdy one today. Gonna do a bit of enclosure practicing. And that one just immediately breaks my brain every single time. So B flat minor 7. Hang on. Just give me one bar of that. Would that sound over a B flat minor 7? No, keyboard doesn't work. I'm gonna try and see if I can get through an entire cycle of this and just using the sort of basic enclosure type of thing, always targeting the root notes. Oh man. I'm way too slow. I'm way too slow for that. Slow it down. Okay, that's the root position. That's me targeting the root of the chord. Right, it's a bit dry, isn't it? It's not really the most captivating thing so far. I did sprinkle in a couple of 1 down, 2 up for the diminished chords and the altered and 7 flat 9 stuff. I think there's also 7 sharp 9 in there somewhere, which would be something like that. E flat, hang on. I wonder which one sounds better. Now to find links. I've got to find links now between wherever there's chord that's a full bar. What I'm missing essentially 4 notes there. Sultan's a swing. Interesting, yeah, interesting suggestions. I did think of Jimi Hendrix as well. Little Wing is really beautiful, and none of it is wasted, Akil, because it's become such a staple for guitar players to know this stuff that a lot of these little cliches, well, essentially, a lot of these parts have become little cliches of their own that do appear in a lot of other stuff. So that would be a huge chunk of a steep learning curve for sure, but a big chunk of important sentences, important phrases that you would have down as well. So that'd be a cool thing, man. How long have you got before the when is the talent show, basically? Okay, so B flat. I've got to target a D flat or the 5th. No, can't be that. Stay on the B flat minor 7, Phil. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Would that work? Gotta try it out. Doesn't sound good at all. But good. Or chromatic? Man, this is hard. Go on. Just a chromatic run down to the minor third. Would that work? Or the opposite. Start with the minor third. And then that could work. Phil, B, not E. Let's just go for it. I keep messing this simple thing, keep messing up this simple thing. Okay, this may not be actually the best track to start off with. Maybe something a bit more beginner friendly, because in this case, I feel like a complete beginner. Okay, all the things you are. Here we go. That should be a bit easier to approach. Let's give it a shot. One, two, three. I'm so bad at this. Good. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a great shout, man. Yeah, Under the Bridge is a beautiful solo track as well. And if you can, because everybody knows this track, right? So if you were to play essentially what Frusciante plays, but every now and then add a little bit of the melody where you can, so that it's not technically like Charlie Hunter levels of like split brain, like melody independence type of thing. Flea is overrated. Not in the Red Hot Chili Peppers is not. I kind of agree with you, James. Welcome back, by the way. I do agree that a lot of people take Flea as a model bass player. I don't think that's the way Flea's best used. I think Flea makes the Red Hot Chili Peppers as much as the other band members make up the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but taken out of context. I mean, there's a reason he's not really thought of as a session player, is he? Although he did appear in bits and pieces over the years, right? But when people want the Flea, I think that I've talked about this so many times. And the reason people call Flea is because they want the Flea sound. They don't want Flea's session brain on. They just want Flea. They want that Flea sound. They want to hear Flea on their track. So overrated, I would say, as a session player. But I don't think he would rate himself even as a session player. It's a difficult conversation to have with students when they're really, really into the Chili Peppers, and you've got to tell them like, oh, his technique's just not right, man. It's him doing his thing, but do not do it. Don't do it like him. You'll hurt yourself, and it only produces one type of sound, and that's Flea, and that's not very versatile. And after a while, you get bored. He did indeed do "You Oughta Know." It's a different kind of thing, but it's that kind of vibe, right? Stuff like that. All the Things You Are was actually manageable for me at that speed. It's a nice thing to do because it's quite humbling. You realize that I'm realizing that there's still a huge amount of work to do when it comes to like actual practical fretboard knowledge. I know where all the notes are, blah blah blah. It's just being able to anticipate chord changes. Not easy, man. Not easy. So let's start again with not the basic version, but the sort of only targeting the root note. So as an example, if I was to just think, okay, I've got this chord that's coming up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just before the chord is being played, and the last 3 8 notes is when I'm going to enclose, essentially play the enclosure. That's going to lead me to that F minor. So in this case, that would be G, G flat, E, and F. And the chord comes in there. As an example, there we go. That's essentially it. Even just a... You know what? I'm just going to isolate those two chords. Come on, Phil, it's basic. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. That's it, and I've got the rest of the bar to fill, essentially. You Oughta Know is indeed a really good groove. Clover says, hey Philippe, have you played the lick before? Just asking. I must have. I must have played it, sure. Nate, so are we cancelling the Dario strings now for AI usage and the conspiracy? I think it's probably like the Swiss cheese kind of analogy. I think somehow this stupid thing got through and nobody said, hang on a minute. It just went out to the world. The world was like, we're having none of that. Tell us the truth, because it's embarrassing. And then the Dario realized, and as per usual, instead of admitting that it must have gone through it went through zero vetting, or zero professional musician being like, bro, like everybody can, or somebody who's familiar with the AI sound. I find that super funny in a way. Doesn't affect the product from my perspective. It would have to get so much worse for me to discard the convenience of having my favorite set of strings, a reliable set of strings that's readily available. They would have to do a lot more if they were promoting, like actively promoting Suno, and if they were if they had a pipeline of demonstrators and they would just have them play over AI tracks. And even so, I'd be like, well, I kind of understand why. It's just a quick and easy. It's a shortcut, right? Is it enough for me to say no? Oh, I don't know yet. You think it was AI mastered? Interesting. Impossible to tell, so compressed. Yes, dude. I did actually. I extracted the bass. Sorry, I removed the bass in a level 42 track yesterday just so I could test my accuracy with the slapping thing. And obviously marking is just a litmus test of accuracy in that point, speed and accuracy. And I was like, actually, the moment like a human organic track goes through the AI process, it immediately starts having that kind of like sizzle on top of everything else, which is, and that was the original level 42 track. So is it possible? Is it possible that somehow he did actually do everything himself, but he gave it like he wanted an extra little bit of just super pro prod on top of that kind of sound? Still, poor choice though, but that AI's noise layer, yeah. Give it 20 years and people are going to build analog pedals that reproduce that AI sound. That'd be so funny. Oh, I'm going to be coughing a lot because I went for a run earlier and I think I was a little bit over enthusiastic. I live right next to a pretty steep hill. And I think the difference it's got to be something like 30 or 40 meters, maybe more. So it's quite high, quite steep. I was like, I'm just going to conquer that hill today. I did. But at the cost of, that was pretty much the end of my session, of my running session. Because I got to the top and I was like, I don't think I can do any more today. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, dude. So nice to see everybody coming back. Really appreciate it, guys. So we still don't have the final explanation on that Daddario thing, right? It's still kind of ongoing. Loose ends have not yet been tied up. I make a deal with God. I nearly did, dude. My heart was racing so much. I was like, oh no, am I going to be one of those late 30s guys that just succumbs to cardiac arrest? It was pretty hot as well. I felt a bit embarrassed because I do exercise often, but cardio, not. I used to be really into running, right? And in this case, I think, yeah, I stretched myself a little bit thin near the end. Right. So apparently I need to do this even slower. This is me practicing some very nerdy stuff, guys. I'm forcing myself into, what do you call them? Les contraintes. I'm constricting the amount of stuff I can play. I have to do an enclosure that will lead to the root, and then I can sort of fill the bar up however I want afterwards, but I do have to approach the next bar with another enclosure. Never really done this kind of practice before, and it's really boring, but I figure I have to cover my what's the word? Cover my behind, and I need to be able to say like, yes, I have practiced this a lot, and it didn't produce any results. But I do think that it might produce some results. Get a bike. I spent 20 years racing them. You're really into cycling, aren't you? First thing you said to me when I said I was Belgian was you mentioned a Belgian racing champion of sorts. I love cycling as well, guys. I've got nothing against other sports. Just because I'm not mentioning the entirety of the sports world doesn't mean I've got anything against everything but running, right? It's just out of convenience. Put your shoes on, close the door, you're off, right? It's convenient when you can't be bothered to go to the gym or don't have the time, blah, blah, blah. But I love biking as well, absolutely. Ooh. Okay, so F minor 7. Oh, I like that. No, it's F minor 7, Phil. What are you doing? Nearly there. Nearly there. Starting to make sense. The placement of the anticipation that I have to force myself to do with the enclosures, I'm starting to feel it more and more. Some good hills in Belgium. Tell me about it, dude. I live next to one of the most famous ones for cycling. Right, just need to fill the gaps now. Shall I try the first line? Phil. Akilish. 2, 3. Thoughts on le fish? Le fish au chocolat. Chocolate? You talking about chocolate starfish? Le fish au chocolat. What is that? There's got to be a typo in there. Because I've never heard of fish with chocolate. Wouldn't be surprised if some sort of 3 Michelin star had attempted some abomination like that, but not a single typo. Are you wait, hang on. What? Le fiche. Le fiche. Is an internet meme and a legendary fish from the game Fishing Simulator. Is it because Phil plays bass makes you think of bass as in sea bass? It's a bit of a stretch, but I don't know if so. Okay, so it's a meme. I wasn't aware of it. La fiche au chocolat. Interesting. It's not going to help me with my enclosure practice though. So let's go again. Okay, basic version. I'm approaching each chord with 3 notes. 2, 3. F minor 7. B flat minor 7. E flat 7. A flat major 7. G. What are you guys talking about? Nice with Stroop waffles. Do you guys know my country better than I know it? Okay, let's go down to 70 BPM. I'm going to try again and fail, probably at first, but I'm going to do the enclosures and then try and fill the rest of the bar with 8 notes. It doesn't work. Does kind of work, but sounds very angular and a little bit stilted. I'm missing a few kind of key ingredients there. I'm just going to go back to that little enclosure practice thing. Where is it? Why you need rhythm changes enclosures tutorial. You guys should be hearing this. Nope, you're not hearing it. Restart capture. Actually, maybe you were hearing it already. Okay, I'm going to try and see if I still remember the entirety of this. It's not a solo, but this exercise. Way too loud. Way too loud. Can't hear the bass. Try that again. One more time, a little faster. Nearly. I'm just missing a few notes here and there. What is up, brother dog? Phil, if you were curious, I'm a truck driver. I am curious now. So it's always nice to tune into your show between all the other content and podcasts I listen to. So you're actually on the road at the moment. Dude, that's wow. Guys, we're being taken on the road. Okay, that's nearly full speed. I think I'm ready to take it full speed again. Thank you very much, brother dog. I really appreciate the comment. Thank you, dude. Right, so basically this exercise contains all of the variations in approaching all of these chords. Sometimes you're approaching a third, sometimes you're approaching a fifth, sometimes you're approaching the root. And sometimes there's just a bunch of chromaticisms to sort of link these together. It's a lot of work to sort of dissect the whole thing, but it's really interesting for me because I've never really had a kind of systematic approach to this sort of stuff. It's always been, I like this line, and because I like this line, I want to learn it, and I want to try and shove it into my playing. Kind of works. It's a lengthy process of gradual absorption, assimilation of vocabulary and lines and stuff like that. It's not really my thing, but I do want it to be my thing. I want to be able to think about the chord and the chord that I'm playing in, and be able to fall back to practical harmony, and it's essentially that. And ideas as well. If you know which notes you've got access to, you can always kind of just try stuff and be confident that it's going to sound at least in and not out. If you follow the we need to play you a little trucking song, dude. In that case, would I be able to do a rendition of? It's not my key, I think, but that beautiful tune. What's it called? You guys know I'm not a very good singer, right? But it's always fun to try. By the time I get to Phoenix. You guys know this track? Glenn Campbell. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to sing that one. Hang on. Let's try the other one. Not by the time I get to Phoenix, but Wichita. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching for the sun on another overload. And singing in the wire. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. There we go. I need to work on that one. It's a fun tune, and it's not really difficult to do both at the same time. I wonder if I could do the chords as well. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching for. Okay, searching for the sun. I'd have to work on it, but interesting. As you guys can tell, I'm a professional singer. I'm mainly a professional procrastinator, because I should be doing this, and instead I'm just faffing about. Alright, a few more minutes. I wanted to do some slap as well, but might not have time. So should we just blow through some stuff? I did enjoy the blues improv that I did yesterday, especially at slower tempos, because it allows you to be a bit more deliberate in your note choice. Favorite word at the moment, deliberate. Let's take it down to A flat, an A flat blues, why not? At 50% speed, that's going to sound a bit weird.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, to both of these questions. I have heard of Wolfpack. I have heard of Danny Sapko. Wolfpack we did actually transcribe on this channel some time ago at the beginning. I probably still have somewhere a backing track for that. Let's see if I still remember it. I would have given it a stupid name again, as per usual. Team Down? Yep. In hindsight, Team Down is kind of a... sounds like a non-PC title. Ah, that bloody line. Something like that. But that line. No, hang on. For some reason, that line just keeps... I keep stumbling on that line. But yeah, it's a really good warm-up as well, that... Etc. etc. That was a little bit of Dean Town. I could probably play it better if I Paul says it's killer to play for more than 20 seconds of these 16ths. Completely agree. Accent the one a bit more. I'm not sure he does that on the track though. I think his 16ths are pretty even, but it's a good exercise always. Good accent the one, good accent the sort of E of each beat. Oof. Difficult to do at speed that. Anyway, there's plenty of things you can do with that kind of stuff. It's a great little playground and a pretty easy backing track to put together. And hopefully the latency was alright when I was playing it, because I did check the latency at the beginning of this stream. Hopefully it sort of carried through. The configuration I used carried through the rest, and we're not faced with a horrible, slightly displaced rendition of that. All right, no slapping today, unfortunately. I've only got an hour. I've got to do some more shopping. That's one of the perks of living together, is that living alone, live together with myself, is that I've got to do shopping. I've got to shop all the time. I do everything on foot. In this case, Phil, I did it myself. This is a... Where is it? Discord overlay, blah, blah, blah. Restart capture. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Application audio capture. Oh, audio capture. Where's the video? I gave it a stupid name, of course I did. Typical. That's it, dude. It's just a simple Logic project. It's barely even... I think this is literally the plugin, straight from... like no alteration whatsoever. It's pretty easy backing track to make. Yeah. Could send it to you, dude, if you want. I could just lengthen it, turn it into a 4-minute beat, and you could just have 4 minutes of 4 minutes of that. Fun. Apart from that, any kind of disco beat that you'll find on YouTube will have that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, if you can extract it as well. But this is copyright free. Ooh, Bad Horsey. I haven't heard that name in many years. All right, guys. I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to stream over the weekend, but worst case scenario, I'll be back on Monday for some more fun games, exchanges, controversies. Hopefully, I can't say I'm disliking completely this whole like Mohini, Danny Sapko. There's a lot going on at the moment. The Fender stuff. There's a lot to talk about at the moment, which is great because I'm literally the worst person to be talking about these things because I know nothing, but I love opinions and I form mine very quickly. But the good thing is, the strong opinions loosely held. Therefore, I'm very malleable. I'm open to counterweighing evidence. What's the you know what I mean? I'm open to discussions, which makes my opinion the best indeed. Absolutely, Nate. My opinion is the best because it's the strongest and the most loosely held. I'm so loose. My opinions are so loose. I walked in here, I said, I'm the loosest. It's so loose down there, up there, it's very loose. I can change my mind on a whim. We all know you're secretly super based, Phil. Shh. I still haven't unfurled my my flag. It's kept preciously in a tube along another piece of wall art that is actually George Washington at Valley Forge. If you guys knew, if you know, you know. If you know your history, I love history. That's it. That's it for today. My good friends, thank you very much for joining me today. James, Nate, Phil, Akilish, everybody, Brother Dog, thank you very much. Clover was here as well. Hopefully you're still here. Everybody have a lovely weekend. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow, but no guarantees. It might just be like a guerrilla stream. Guerrilla, G-U-E, not G-O. The guerrilla stream. In any case, everybody have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Take care, everybody. This was Phil Plays Bass. I hope everybody had fun. I certainly did. Take care, guys. Toodles. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.